Months after they told us all was fixed, we continue to hear your complaints about the local toll roads. This many came in tonight alone. Problems paying that just don't seem to be going away at TxTag.
And tonight, two big developments in this story we have been investigating since 2013. We have in-depth team coverage. Investigator Brian Collister uncovered the state's new contractor now has to pay for their mistakes. But first, Lindsay Bramson shows us one possible solution that might take care of these problems permanently.
When it comes to problems with your TxTag accounts, State Representative Tony Dale says enough is enough.
There's been problems in billing people late, people not receiving initial bills, or the first bill they get has a violation on it when they were never billed in the first place. And that's just wrong.
Monday, he sent this letter to TxDOT officials asking not only for an emergency meeting, but also to let them know he will request an audit. Dale wants to know just how much money TxDOT has made in violation fines from toll users.
When a person gets 5, 6, or 7 toll bills in the mail that all have violations attached and they never received a letter before in the first place, that's unacceptable. It's got to change.
This bill is from last April, a year ago last April.
Earl Sherrod is one of many TxTag users who continue to get bills months later. Not only that, he's getting fined on top of it.
It's not about the amount. It's about the fact that I have to go through all the hassle to get it straightened out.
For Dale, it's about knowing when this will be fixed once and for all.
My question specifically was, when is this going to end? And I don't have the answer to that yet.
I asked Representative Dale what's next, and he says he's requested a follow-up meeting for this Thursday with additional TxDOT officials to continue talking about the problems and coming up with solutions. We'll be sure to let you know how that goes. Reporting in North Austin, Lindsay Bramson, KXAN News.
All right, thank you, Lindsay. And 4 months ago, we began reviewing the contract TxDOT has with the company it hired to run the new TxTag system. Xerox is the largest transportation technology service in the world, and it was the state's hope to get past problems plaguing the system's last vendor. Tonight, KXAN investigator Brian Collister has learned these problems will cost the company hundreds of thousands of dollars.
We've read this entire contract, and what we discovered is if Xerox makes mistakes, it impacts how much money, your money, it gets paid. As of last October, TxDOT told us Xerox was still in the grace period to get things worked out. But tonight we've learned that grace period has run out. The state has fined Xerox $177,000, and it's facing additional hundreds of thousands of dollars or more for its failure to meet contractual and performance obligations. The specific problems that went wrong: converting the old TxTag system to the new one that launched last summer. The same system we've received hundreds of complaints from you about. Also, not having the call center and the automated telephone system running properly.
Have you tried this?
During our investigation, the problems with the system were so bad, TxDOT had to answer lawmakers' questions. That's when TxDOT told us the problems had all been resolved. When you launched, Xerox did not meet the performance standards. Are you going to make them pay for their mistakes, as in the contract?
The contract allowed for an implementation period, so the performance metrics and standards were not in place during the initial rollout. They are now in place, and the standards have been being met.
Now, clearly, that's not the case. We know now about these fines, and of course, we still get your complaints about the system on a weekly basis. We'll continue to look into how TxDOT handles your complaints and its relationship with the TxTag vendor. Brian Collister, KXAN Investigates.
And remember, these problems started back in the summer when that new system was launched. Check out this story on the homepage of KXAN.com for our complete coverage right now. We've even posted Representative Tony Dale's letter to TxDOT in its entirety.